Hi guys, in this video I want to talk about a report that came out this morning known as the ADP Employment Report. This one comes out every month and it's put together by the company ADP. Stands for Automatic Data Processing. They are responsible for 1/6 of all payrolls in the US. You know, when you work for a company, that company usually has another company do their payroll for them. That's why you get checks issued from a separate place. And because ADP has such a large number of payrolls that it processes, it has a lot of employment data. So when employers add employees, they see their payrolls go up, and that registers as increased employment in the economy. If firms are cutting payrolls, unemploying people, then they see their payrolls go down, and that registers as less employment. So the report that came out today, it shows we added 2.37 million workers in June. And to put this in perspective, let's go to trading economics. Again, this goes back 1 year initially, and you'll notice that we have the most recent report, which is 2.3, almost 2.4 million. And then the May report, it was over 3 million jobs added. And then going back to April is really where we took the hit. We lost almost 20 million jobs, and the month prior, 300,000. So this is March, and that's when we locked down the economy. So we lost a lot of jobs as those employers unemployed people. And then in April, we were locked down the whole month, not just a partial part of the month as in March. And the lockdowns have eased, so that's why we're seeing the increased employment numbers. So that's a positive indicator. We can go back further, go back 5 years, right? 10 years, 25 years. It all paints the same picture. We are in a very aberrant time. Historically, these are some of the most extreme job numbers we've ever seen. The good news is we do know what the cause is, and hopefully once we address that problem, we can move back towards a healthy economy. All right, let's read through a little bit of the report. This report does distinguish between jobs added based on business size and industry. So, for example, it says that small employers added 937,000 jobs in June, mid-sized companies added 559,000, and large businesses added 873,000. It also says that the service sector represented the largest gains. Actually, 1.9 million of the jobs that were gained, and remember, there were in June 2.4 million jobs. So 1.9 out of 2.4 was the service sector. This makes sense because where did we impose the lockdowns? On the service sector. More specifically, what companies were hit with lockdowns? We had restaurants, we had bars, nightclubs, gyms, hair salons, places like that. And most of these businesses are small employers. So not only does it make sense that the service sector be rebounding the most, but it also makes sense that small employers would be the largest part of that rebound. Now, keep in mind that many localities and states are reimposing these lockdowns just in the past few days. So if that continues, we would expect to see a lot of these job gains that we've seen in the past couple months reverse. Last point is we're in a period where we face a trade-off. We stem the caseload for COVID-19 by shutting down the economy, keeping people kind of hunkered down at home. But we also sacrifice all that economic growth and prosperity that would come from being opened up. How we should balance this is going to depend on who you talk to and the region you're in. I mean, I'm sure there's some parts of the US that have almost been untouched by COVID. So for them to lock down their economy feels unnecessary and overly aggressive. But there's other places like New Jersey and New York where the cases are so high that for them, locking down the economy might be worth the cost. It's also going to vary by individuals. If you own a bar and you've been told that now you have to shut it down, you're not going to be very happy about that. You might not see the benefits as worth the cost. If your business is unaffected or you work in an industry that's not really impacted economically, then you might be more in favor of the shutdowns. The point is, we need information to make good decisions, no matter what our subjective position is. And that information comes in the form of epidemiological data that we get every day on the news about caseloads, hospitalizations, and all of that. But it also comes in the form of economic information. And that's our focus here. That's what we're learning in this class. So you're being exposed to these numbers so you can better quantify what the effects of these policies are on the overarching economy. Okay, that's it for now, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know.